Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Kara no Kyoukai no Kanata no Astra. Just kidding, it's Kyoukai no Kanata. And we're on episode 5, which I am absolutely looking forward to because it's a Naoko Yamada episode, and we know going in that it's a Naoko Yamada episode. I'm also, you might notice, in much higher definition than I have literally ever been before. This is going to come with some learning curve stuff. It's probably pretty obvious, but I've got a new camera. I mentioned this in a previous video last week, but like Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals roll around. So I got like $350 off a DSLR. Ended up going for a nice Panasonic DSLR and a nice little scissor stand boom arm thing. Maybe I'll take a picture of it so that I can put it in here. It's weird to take a picture of a camera with a different it's strange. But yeah, new camera, and we're in much higher fidelity than we have ever been before, and we will continue to be in high fidelity from here on into the future. Obviously, there will be a learning curve with this since I don't know shit about shit. So I'm gonna have to be figuring out all the white balancey stuff. Like currently everything's like kind of ramshackle smack together, and I'll work on getting all the settings the way that I want them in the future. Also, it's kind of annoying to me because usually I've got everything positioned so that like when I look over here, I'm like monitoring what I'm doing in frame. So I usually have it arranged so like the lens of the camera and like where I'm trying to look are almost in the same place, so that when I turn and like look to the camera, I'm like looking to myself and speaking to myself in like the tone that I want. And now there's like just a couple inches, just a couple degrees off. Like here I'm looking at the lens, here I'm looking at the monitoring, and so there's this like little bit of not quite rightness there that I want to deal with because I much prefer that like eye contact thing that we've got going on. But anyway, this is all kind of neither here nor there. I'm just excited about new technology and like new stuff to add to the setup and make everything better. Yeah, hopefully this makes the videos a little bit nicer without making them inordinately bigger, just because we've got like so much higher quality technology on the camera. It's kind of absurd how shit even the high-end webcams honestly are compared to just a DSLR and an Elgato Cam Link, which is exactly what's running right now. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, we're here for not that. We're here for Kyoukai no Kanata, Beyond the Boundary, episode 5. As I said, we've been looking forward to this episode, or at least I have, because it's a motherfucking Naoko Yamada episode. And I believe we spent a while at the end of last week's discussion talking about what we might expect from this week. And I think what we mostly settled on was like, our characters have found some common ground. Our two leads have found some common ground. Mirai and Akihito can recognize each other as like monsters who will see through that monstrous side of each other and like recognize and treat each other as people, which is really cool and super nice. My expectation now is big social episode, and the main thing that we've talked about more than a couple times, and this idea is bolstered by the fact that I can see the very first frame of the episode. Mirai enter literature club, because then we get a club situation and we can move forward from that in like a really pleasant way. And I can just see the first frame and it's of the literature club, so I assume that's where we're doing our setup to set things up and stuff. I would expect Mirai to come in. Lots of nice awkwardness. Lots of like Mirai just wondering what the relationships between all these people are and being very much an outsider who's being like pulled into a group of other outsiders could be very interesting and a lot of fun. But this is a Yamada episode, so my focus is on how like, because what Yamada does that's different from everybody else is storytelling through, I guess through like gesture is the best way to put it, but also through like side shots and shots of specific things in environment and isolating emotional conveyance down to like single body parts. The thing that we always come to with Naoko Yamada is like, there will always, in a Naoko Yamada episode of any KyoAni show, there will always be some shot of just a couple characters' legs as they're having a conversation that's occurring like above the frame, and you will understand which character is which and how they feel in that scene solely through their posing of their legs. And that's just like one example. Naoko Yamada legs is like a thing, but like Yamada focuses in on a clenching fist. Yamada focuses in on a little like facial twitch. or just like the way that characters stand near each other and position themselves has meaning in a Yamada episode. Or there will be like back and forth told through shuffling or movements of feet, like we had in that one episode of Hyoka. There's just this like wealth of Yamada-ness that I'm really looking forward to seeing applied to these characters who've already been relatively like solidly cute and expressive, and there's a lot of like room to play with that. I'm also particularly interested in how Yamada will shoot Mitsuki, because Mitsuki Nase, of all of the characters, has had the most deliberate interactions with the camera and the framing and the way things are shot. Like she controls gaze around her in a really interesting way, and I'd like to see if we can glean anything from what Yamada does with that, because I figure that Yamada was put on the same page by everyone else who's been working on the show. Like, this is what we want to achieve with Nase, with Mitsuki Nase. So I'm really curious about that and just general conveyance and expression through character movement, as well as just the fucking cuteness. Like, if this is the episode that I think it's going to be, slather on the moe, slather it on real thick, and then like express a bunch of intricate character feelings visually, and then I'm super pleased and super happy. So hopefully we will have a bunch of that to talk about once we get to the end of the episode. In terms of how I'm gonna go through the episode, I'll just go through it kind of as normal, but I'll put more focus on like writing down timestamps than on like trying to express what I'm feeling in the moment. Not exactly. I'll still be reacting. Blah, blah. I'm working this out in my own head as I'm talking, and that's a bad idea. Let's watch the episode. This episode is titled Chartreuse Light. Chartreuse is like a really light yellow-green color. It's kind of, I think of like Sprite. Lemon lime soda is the color of chartreuse to me. Yeah. Why is that the color of today? No idea. Zero clue. But it's a light, happy color, so maybe it'll be a light, happy episode. Doubt it. No, I do think we're gonna slather the moe on, but there's gonna be a lot of intricacy here. So let's how about I just shut up and we watch the episode now? How about that for a move? Sounds like a good move. All right, I've got episode 5 of Kyoukai no Kanata up and ready to go. It is sitting at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you would like to do a syncy thing and sync up your own copy of the episode with the timer-based version, you are welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready because the beep beep timer to count you down will be coming at you right now. Ah, it's green tea. Okay, and she's here. Already we've got these dynamic camera movements around him. Corner angle. Yeah. What? Why is she so freaked out about that? Yeah, like, we didn't know that at all. It seems like more than a little. That's what I mean by, hey, legs. Hey, lollipop. Jesus. Was that? Was that a lantern? Like a light to drop down a river? Okay, there were just so many things there. Like the lollipop, the legs in the first shot, the like tightening of the hand on the chain link. It's just so... I'm so glad that I like mention it all at the beginning because it's just all right there instantly. It's like, hi, Yamada. Yeah, this is your style. And you're just kind of killing it. Okay. Cool. Cool. Which is a terrible idea. Handle with care. Oh, God, hero Omi. Whoa, God, hero Omi. Make on there. No, he's still... Mega Nesto? Oh, no. The overlap. Troop. Oh. This is so weird. I feel uncomfortable. Yeah. Is that the Nase? That's the Nase. Hello, Nase. Truly. Wait. Wait. Tell me all three of them are into her awkwardly. Oh no. Okay. I'm confused now. I will just allow myself to be confused until anything is explored. He's got his... Oh, jeez. Oh, good. And more than that. There we go. Yeah. That's okay. Oh, hi, fuckboy. Uh, uh. Yeah, what was that? Tell us more about the association, please. Exposition now. Let's go. Bingo. That works. Okay. It's a hell of a beater-ass car for, an association, dude. Whoa, yeah, what's going on here? What is all of that tension that's just there? Ah. It was her license. Gotcha. How will I eat? Yeah. What? True enough. That was very straightforward about that. Well, she was in danger? Why are you fucking with that tree? She's right. Gosh, such a meeting the principal moment. Slap on the wrist. Who's that? Oh, okay, it's the teacher one? No. What is going on with this? Going to be working there? I'm thinking that they're like little lanterns to float down a river for like a memorial, but... Okay. Oh. Oh. Yeah, there's an implication there. I assume that she's gonna be working for the Ayaka and I, right? Those things on the wall. What is happening? Oh god. Oh, hi. Yeah, you, oh. It's like the little money thing. Aw. Alright, they could be okay. They could be okay. She let the mask fall. Little moment handing that back. Whoa. Hey, confirmation. Okay, double confirmation. You did, but please explain what you mean by that. Wow, there was a lot unsaid there. And I don't know what it was. Love the color scheme. The sunset hues again. Okay. Barrier. Sick. Alright, that's fucking cool. I got nothing but that's cool as hell. So now we fight the Shade version. Whoa. Cool. No, you gotta fight together. It escaped. Never mind. Okay. Good barrier. Oh my god. Sweet Potato is a fucking beast. You're gonna need some food. Oh, that's just like a little chili rock. Little tiny rock. You're gonna need some serious food. Well. Gotta become a war guy. Okay, that was the best blood that we've seen. Period. Nice pants. Seeing you out of uniform, I guess. What are you doing? I love this style. I love it so much. Everybody hates your blog. Yeah. Okay. Cool. You mean you'll treat yourself? Oh no, we've got the barbecue. Hell yeah, yakiniku as fuck. Let's go. Niku. Yeah, she's just watching Mirai. Ah, there it is, Lantern Festival. It's for those who have been lost, which are your parents? I assume your parents, right? Oh. Oh. Go together. Two girls. Let's go. What? What does that mean? You're not allowed to go? Jesus, what a handful. Oh. Hi. You look like you're having fun. Definitely enjoying this. Definitely not in a bad spot. Angles, angles, angles. What? What? She just zorbified that. Why aren't you allowed? Yeah, why aren't you allowed? That's your older sister? Yeah, okay. Oh. Whoa, that's twisted. Skipping school. Hell yeah, that's what I thought. Plus, you'll learn a shitload about the industry and stuff. That's perfect. Yeah, it's super perfect. That's awesome. And you get to hang around the cutest character. Perfect. And they're getting ready to go on that place. Hello. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna keep implying. Gonna keep implying. Gonna keep implying. And we figured it out. Always has to happen. Moe moe. Cute. Oh no, Ayaka. Oh god. You're just getting exploited. Oh my god, it's for Akihito? It's for Akihito? Yeah. Yeah. 100,000,000,000%. Great intuition there. Yeah. No. 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 Jesus. Oh no. They're her as a little rabbit creature thing, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Uh-oh. Wow. All right, that's really cute. Hmm. He just had a run-in with his hollow side, right? Or his Yomu side. What really bothers him? Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That tracks. Yeah, that tracks. She desperately wants to go. I'm curious about Nino-san's date. Very curious. Also, what's up there? We're just okay. We're just panning up to cut. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I asked. I'm trying to make come on. You don't have to be though. You don't have to be though. Split, split, cut, cut. Oh. Oh. Oh, and the color too. Oh no. Oh. Wow, they came together. Fuck yeah, they did. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. Indeed. Why? Why does she see everything in green like that? Hey, hey, you slipped and you said the friend word. Oh, hi. Oh, hello. Ah. Instantly back at it with the snark. Shut the fuck up. Also, those hairpins. Ooh. Ooh, hit me with the next line. We're all alone, and therefore... Oh, they're turning pink. Oh, Nino. You do not deserve that, dude. You might deserve the aloneness. You might. I'm not really sure on you yet. I'm so sorry, Nino-san. God, the Yamada fireworks are a thing. A phrase that starts with I want, and of course plays into all his syscon shit. That was a strong fucking episode. Oh boy. We're gonna have to... There are some layers to unpack here. Whew. Ooh. Yeah. Big Nani. Big Nani the fuck energy in here. Okay. What was that? I mean, that was just like a flash. They're just there, and then she feels threatened, and then that's it. Okay. So, gotta go back to the beginning for sure and go through to get all the Mitsuki moments where she notices things and is like, oh, it's time for that again. That little mini story as a way of getting, because, like, we just found common ground between Akihito and Mirai, right? So expectation on my end is we're gonna focus on expanding that common ground between Akihito and Mirai. That is absolutely not at all what we do in this episode. Not even like a little bit. Akihito is really only here for like the opening sequence where we're in this place, where we're in here. And then he's around for other stuff, but it doesn't really matter. And then it is like all Mitsuki and Mirai together going places, meeting other spirit hunters, other groups, mostly women, which is interesting and maybe a Yamada Flare addition. I'm not sure. Mostly women. And mostly like women's interactions with other women over the course of the episode is really cool. Also, episode totally passes the Bechdel test because they talk about a shitload of other things, and that's pretty fucking great. So that's cool. And then all of it, as is Yamada's wont, is like fully supported on a foundation of like subtle character moments and character like physical stuff. And there's immense quantities of stuff just left completely unsaid, particularly in the discussion that they have like in the coffee shop when they're sitting to get here. When they're just sitting together wherever that was. I don't remember. There, yeah, here. Or the situation a little bit before that where they're sitting across from each other at the coffee shop. Just so much unsaid stuff everywhere. I think for the first thing to do, let's go through just the opening sequence and just like count out all the moments that are super Yamada-y, because there are a bunch. Okay. Or just are intriguing directorially. This is the first time we've gotten the color of the episode so immediately. It's like, oh, it's green tea. But it's also something else, and I'm not sure what the deal is with the chartreuse light and why those lights look green to Mitsuki. I just don't quite understand that. I guess it has some meaning that maybe I'll try and look it up. But immediately there's that moment, and then there's this moving camera motion following the green tea, right? And then there's instantly characterization in pose. We move it forward, and he hits a different pose where it's like the dynamic of these characters is so immediately comprehensible just from this, right? We see this one guy who's just dealing. He's just doing his own shit and kind of like ignoring. And then this, and they're bantering, and then he goes into the like, well, okay, all the way through. And then same deal over here, calm, cool, collected, just kind of vibing. They're chill with each other. Very like tight, I would say, is how I would describe her current posture. She's formal, right? This is a formal introduction to an informal club. And, all this stuff as well. And then the little gestures and stuff, and the big CG camera movement, and a bunch of fun stuff. There's just so much immediately. Just like instantly. And then we get Mitsuki. There's emotion here. Like, just there, right? Just there. There is. And then there's this. And then Jesus. Shock. Turn. See other people carrying candles. Lanterns. It's that time of year already. Boom, that's the setup for our episode. She turns away, and her grip, like, tightens or readjusts. She just feels uncomfortable about that. What is it? It's clearly something that she wants to do but can't do. We already understand that from that point of the episode. How? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, a couple other things that I wrote down that were specifically interesting. Full confirmation that Hiromi was the dead boy who we saw on the field at that one time. Yeah, fully confirmed. We knew it before, but now we know it. So that's good. We'll always be alone is absolutely something we need to come back to. Because there are so many layers of implication in that. Couples only situation and the inevitability of being alone. Okay. And then at 12:10 blood. Yeah, there was just this is just a cool cut. So we're jumping around thematically a bit. 12:10, this is the cut where she pulls all the blood back into her body. And it's the coolest blood look thing that we've had, period. I think it's super duper sick. Just all of this fluid animation is, and it like forms into the shape of a blade a couple times, or like parts of it form into what feels like it's going to emerge into the blade. Like the way it ripples through is so good, and then it's just gone. So dope, so freaking cool. Nino-san has the dankest outfits throughout this episode. Here, where she's wearing what I can only assume, because we don't get a closer close-up of them, what I can only assume are hot as fuck leather pants with a red belt. That's sick. That's just sick. And then later, her super dank, little pink dress, also super dank. Gosh, going and doing food stuffs and then exposition via poster is so insane to do something like that. But it's so good. And then there's this story element that's occurring in the background, that we've got this character who can absorb shade stones into her weapon, it seems, in order to power it up. Just a random plot point thought here. If Mirai is going to be working at the place where shade stones are sold and like traded, wouldn't that be a target for this character who seems like she can power up via shade stones? Maybe that could be very interesting. Definitely something could happen there. Flashback sequences are great. Izumi Ne-san is not so great. And this is just such a weird mindfuck. Always remember this. So long as we are spirit hunters, we will always be alone. And then she head pats her little sister, with whom she is not alone. Right? Like, there's such a head fuck built into this sequence, right? Because she's like, I'm here for you, physical comfort and companionship, but also remember, you're always going to be alone no matter what. What? I'm gonna simmer on that. Okay. Okay, let's address the whole maid outfit bit segment. It's a thing that happens. Does it need to happen? No. Is it cute as hell? Yes. Is it exploitative as hell? Yes. Does it remind me immensely of Sawachan Sensei just coming in and dressing up the Keion girls, specifically Mio? Yes, absolutely. It 100% reminds me of that and only that. Do I know if this was an element of the light novel beforehand, or if Yamada was like, let's do that? I have no clue. I would be unsurprised either way. Honestly, I find it kind of creepy. I do find the gag around the nude photo of Ai, and then it's like a cat photo being hilarious and wonderful. And then of course there are apparently human ones in there, but you know, we don't get to see that, and thank goodness. And then it turns into a boob size joke, which is like fine. It's fine. Which I guess we did mention before in the episode, when the two boys were kind of perving on her and trying to figure out whether she was a better, like, little sister or Megane fetish object. I don't fucking know. It's a little weird. But it's a fun scene, and the idea that I actually surprisingly has big boobs under her small boobs is kind of hilarious. Obviously though, it is the cute yukata scene that sells Blu-rays and, you know, character art and stuff, and boom, I just killed it. Not I. There we go. Clarity. Okay. And then, yeah, the Kumbara stuff always gets depressed. Gosh, all the lighting is so good. And then shadow on her face, so good. Light and shadow on her, so dope. And scene transitions are great. Away they go. I just because the introduction is poo, ow, ow, fantastic. And poor fucking let's go to the festival. Sorry I asked so suddenly. Is it too late? I can make it. And then just didn't. Fuck. I feel so bad for Nino-san over the course of this episode. Just so bad. Like I said, he stubbornly refused to go. It's got nothing to do with you. I particularly like, we get this, like, slice here. This shot, yeah, these two shots in opposition. This side shot and then this one. This feels super right on the money. Eye to eye, but not seeing eye to eye. And she's just like, would you tell me? And there's so much, like, a straightforward character versus a character who, like, deflects naturally. Like, Mitsuki just deflects as instinct. It's just a part of what she does. And just immediately, like, could you tell me why? Why would I? And it's like, but because I want to know. Same goes for Akihito. We're all alone. You skip school without telling us why. In the end, we're all alone. It's like an unbridgeable gap, and then we bridge it. I'll go close up. And as she closes up, they're going on the place, doing the thing. We have that flashback. And it's not a flashback about the moment of being told we are all alone. It's the flashback of this moment where she set up her own little lantern festival in her room. Okay, so the green is it's just a spot colored element for an emotional touchstone, right? That's all that it is. It's just an emotional ting. Okay, cool. That works. And this feeling of childish desire. And then that is Mirai holding that, which is why she was reminded of it. Okay, and that was in the previous conversation in the shop. And when she comes in, she's trying to light up all the lights. We can have our own festival. That is just the sweetest thing. Also, side note, I love the design of this room, like this whole place. It's got so many weird trinkets and gizmos and gadgets and things and objects and like artifacts and cameras and all sorts of weird shit. It's just cool. It's just really cool. And boom, they're there. Once we get the close, yeah, okay. Once we get the close up here, we've got like the hairpins and the glasses. It got all the things, just all the things that could possibly make a character the cutest, and they just nail it. And then they nail this like sequence of expressions. Aren't you glad you quit being so stubborn? You came with friends like you, and catches herself, and she catches it too. Oh, so we're friends then. Just like doesn't have anything to say about that. It's so good. Everyone arrives, and then yeah, the cutest. She's got the little braid in the hair. Aw. And then it's because we're all alone. What are you doing here? Right. She hits with the snark. I don't need anyone's, and the full answer is it's because we're all alone. Because we're all alone, we share this. And so, this moment where the color changes to the pink, this is her old memory of this ideal, right? This ideal of the festival being taken over by the reality of it, right? And it's beautiful. Yeah. And then she gets to experience the real reality of it. And fireworks. And fuck. God, Jesus. That's such bullshit, Nino-san. Deserve better. You don't. And the I want to eat a candy apple. Boom. Okay. Cool. Let's do the coffee shop conversation. Oh yeah, I always turn it down, but you should be able to earn quite a bit of money. This as just like a side bit that's like everybody is implying that there's prostitution going on at Ayaka and Ai's place. That's the implication here, right? Jesus. Ask them about it. What does that mean? All right, the focus on the green. Is that it? That's it. And then the focus on the green. Focus on the lanterns, green, lanterns, green. Awkward, 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 awkward. And then we cut to this very, like, dramatic interrupting shot. Like, they're both interrupted. And then this is totally so off from the framing of everything before that there's zero continuity. And that's super intentional, right? It's actually, like, kind of, not nauseating, but, like, it's off. It's super off, and it's meant to be. Okay, cute little chinchilla monster named Sweet Potato. He's actually quite cute in this episode. The way he's continuously like running around on her shoulders adds a lot to Mitsuki, I think, because she could be. It would be very easy for this character of Mitsuki Nase to be a lot more Ice Queen and a lot less approachable. And I think that like just the fact that she has a cute pet and obviously cares about it indicates to us like a level of approachability and humanity in her and allows Mirai to actually vibe. The whole like I don't want it, I do want it. Actually, hey, that ties in, doesn't it? We've seen this from Mirai all the time. I don't want friends. I don't want anybody to get close to me. I don't want the money that you're trying to give me. I don't want the pancakes that are delicious. I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it, but please, right? Hey, what other character really wants something and doesn't feel like they can express that feeling in this episode? Oh, wait, it's Mitsuki, and it's the whole, like, vignette subplot of this episode is that, and entirely that. And we get these little moments of hidden humanity, right? Did you just laugh? No. What? No. I can't associate with other people. I'm meant to be all alone. But... And then she hits her with some bullshit, I think. I wonder about that. You shouldn't jump to the conclusion that you're not alone either. Because you can be around people and still be very much alone. Something that I do agree with. And then there's the thematic thrust of the episode is that, like, we come to festivals and celebrations like this because we are all alone, and that's inevitable and true. Like, the way I think about it is like every person is completely alone, right? Nobody will ever be in your mind or understand you fully. It's just never going to happen. You could spend all the time you want, like communicating effectively in a deep and committed relationship, or you could spend all the time in the world, like sitting in front of a camera and talking about like your deepest thoughts and putting that on the internet or whatever. And nobody's ever going to understand you. It's never going to happen. The idea, the like need for people to completely comprehend you is insane. It will never happen. We're all different. But we can like the one thing that we all share is that we are all isolated. We are all alone. We are all humans. We're all just passengers on spaceship Earth, you know? And I don't mean that to be in any way dismissive. I think that's like one of the most powerful ideas that you can have. And so when it comes around in this episode, what I'm taking from it, and I don't know if this is the intended takeaway, but what I'm taking from it is this idea of like, we're all alone together. And that togetherness is like, that's what we got. And that's glorious in and of itself, right? To be able to accept like, yeah, we're alone. There's no need to desperately try to be understood and to understand everything about everyone else, but just spending time with them in places where you want to spend time together, that makes us a lot less alone. And that's pretty fucking cool. Nice. So, wow. What an episode. And she answers with just like, I've already told you that I'm observing Akihito, right? I get this feeling like there's a little bit of a bond between, at least on Nase's end, between her and Akihito. Uh, in their isolatedness, you know? And that Mirai's presence in the story makes that like fall apart a little bit, but I'm not sure how to read into that. It's just kind of a vibe that I get. And then the answer from Mirai is so straightforward and simple. I get that, but still, I don't feel nearly as lonely anymore. Like, the all of the logic in the world doesn't change the fact that Mirai feels less alone because she's closer to Akihito, and that's like just true lived experience that can't be denied. It's just there, and it's right, and it's good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What a touching little episode. What a touching episode. Okay, and then last things to mention would be we meet that association guy again, and he seems way more fucked up than he did before. Just the way he's framed and stuff makes me feel like he's a real villain. And his car's real weird, and I don't know about that. I don't know why his car is so weird. Anyway, that's the case. And yeah, fireworks, festival, glorious times with friends, desire to eat a candy apple, happiness from a pervy siscon brother. Hells yeah. Epic level of moe and cuteness, ton of intricate little gestures and character moments, solid character driven episode that was focused on not the character that I thought it would be focused on by focusing on Mitsuki Nase. Hells yeah. Really cool, with a bunch of little peppered in things that I assume will come up later, like I can use soul gems to turn my giant poleaxe into something worse, which is scary, or the association dude being creepy and I don't like him very much. Cool episode. Yeah. Okay, I think that's gonna be a wrap. So I've been Teeaboo. This has been Kyoukai no Kanata episode 5. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I hope to catch you next week for the next one, and if you want the next one a little bit early, it'll be available on the Patreon. You can find that linked in the description, and I'll see you there. Cool? See you there. Peace.